Hello friends, welcome to Tulsi classes, making science a passion. Today our topic is we have completed kinematics. Now our topic will be Newton's law of motion and friction. Circular motion will be covered in the next video, and all the questions of the year 2021 which are related to friction and Newton's law of motion will be covered in this video. Let us start. First of all, some concept. Let us learn some concept. You have learned, actually we are doing revision. You have learned in class 11 and 12. What is force? Force is equal to mass of the body multiplied by its acceleration. Multiplied by its acceleration. F is equal to ma. M is the mass, A is the acceleration. Momentum. Linear momentum we are talking about. Okay, angular momentum is something different that I will teach you in the next video. Momentum, linear momentum is equal to mass multiplied by velocity. This is linear momentum I am writing here. Linear momentum. Motion of a body is in a straight line, then its momentum is mass into velocity, that is equal to mv. This is momentum. It is represented by small p. P is equal to mv and F is equal to ma. Now one more thing. Newton's law of motion is valid only and only in inertial frames. That means the frame which are not accelerating. Non-accelerating frames. Either the frame must be at rest or the frame must be moving with uniform velocity. If the frame in which we are applying Newton's law is moving with some acceleration, then the Newton's law will not be valid. It will not be applicable to that frame. So friends, the question shown to you, see, I will display the question. The question is displayed as you can see, and after a few seconds I will remove the question and solution will be given in the complete board. So the question is displayed for a few seconds. You can either write the question or take a screenshot, and the question says, this question is of, okay, let me write that also, ATC 2021 shift 1. This question came. Given figure shows velocity time graph of a ball of mass 250 gram. So what is the mass of the ball? The mass of the ball is 250 gram. Rolling on a concrete floor, compute the acceleration and frictional force of the floor on the ball. Okay, frictional force of the floor on the ball. So how to do this? Now, here mass has been given. We need to compute acceleration. I have told you the slope of VT graph, velocity time graph, gives us acceleration. Slope of VT graph gives acceleration. What is the slope here? What is the slope here? Slope is equal to, you can see the slope is negative. The slope is negative. So in minus, the slope will be, it is P by B 80 divided by 8. 80 divided by 8. That is equal to minus 10. Slope is minus 10, so acceleration is minus 10. Unit we will put from here, meter per second square. So acceleration is equal to minus 10 meter per second square. Second thing that has been asked is frictional force. So force, as I have told you just now, no force other than frictional force is acting on the ball. So frictional force is acting, that too in a direction opposite to the motion. Frictional force always acts in a direction opposite to the motion. So force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass is 250 gram. 250 gram is how much? It is equal to 1 by 4 kg. So 1 by 4 multiplied by acceleration minus 10, this will become minus 2.5 Newton. So acceleration is minus 10 meter per second square and force is minus 2.5. Remember that force is minus 2.5. Frictional force is not negative. frictional force is 2.5 Newton. Why? Do you know why? Because if frictional force will be negative, then the ball will not stop. Frictional force is 2.5 Newton. Complete force, net force along with sign, we have written minus 2.5 Newton as the force is in it in the opposite direction of motion. Force minus 2.5 Newton, frictional force 2.5 Newton. Two questions were asked. Both questions we have done. Minus 10 meter per second square and frictional force 2.5 Newton. Moving to the next question. The next question, as you can see, it is saying a particle of 15 kg is moving in constant acceleration of 3 meter per second square starting from rest. Find the momentum and velocity v as per the table given below. This table is given serial number, time, momentum and velocity. We have to find both things. What has been given as information? Acceleration is 3 meter per second square and mass is 15 kg. Okay. Mass, and this question also came in ATC 2021 shift 1. Mass has been given 15 kg, acceleration has been given 3 meter per second square. Let us calculate for the first number, serial number 1. 0.5 second. If an object starts from rest, what is V? V is equal to U plus AT, and U here has been given 0. So this will become V is equal to A into T. What is A? 3 into time for the first one 0.5. This will become 1.5 meter per second. This will be your answer, 1.5 meter per second. Let us use red color. This will become 1.5 meter per second. Okay. Now momentum. What is momentum? P is equal to mv. Momentum P is equal to m into v. M is 15 kg multiplied by velocity 1.5. 15 into 1.5, how much it will become? 15 square is 225. 22.5 it will become. Okay, 22.5 momentum. What is the unit of momentum? Kg meter per second. Why? Mass into velocity. P is equal to mv. So it will be 22.5 kg meter per second. Now I am erasing this first part, and here only we will solve for the second one, that is 1.5 second. Let me erase this. You have seen this thing. Okay, this thing I will remain. I will let it here only. M is equal to 15 kg acceleration and object has started from rest. Okay. Now, when time is how much? 1.5 second. Okay, so it will become V is equal to U is 0, AT. T is 1.5, acceleration is 3. 3 into 1.5, that is equal to how much? 3 into 3 by 2, 9 by 2. So it will become 4.5 meter per second. Here velocity will become 4.5 meter per second, and momentum P is equal to mv. 15 into 4.5. 15 into 4.5. Calculate how much it is. 15 into 45. 15 5s are 75. 0. 15 4s are 60. 5 7 6. So it will become 67.5. 67.5 kg meter per second. Okay. Now, okay, this is 67.5 kg meter per second. I will erase this. Moving over to the third one, that is 2 second. Now, let us use different ink. 2 second. Velocity V is equal to U plus AT. Again, U is 0. AT. A. T. What is T here? 2 second. T. 3 2s are 6 meter per second. You have got the answer here. 6 meter per second. Momentum P is equal to mv. m into velocity 6, 15 6 are 90 kg meter per second. So it is 90 kg meter per second. Now for time 3 second, when time has elapsed 3 second, okay, 3 second. So V is equal to AT as U is 0, A, this is A, into T, 3 3s are 9 meter per second. Here you will get, okay, let us write at this point, 9 meter per second. Momentum P is equal to mv, m 15 into v, how much? 9. 15 9s are 135 kg meter per second. 135 kg meter per second. Now in this way you have to fill in the table, and you can see from the options, whichever option is suitable you will tick that. Okay, 1 2 3 4, all the columns we have filled, the table has been completed. Now we will move to the next question. One more thing, Uday sir, who has qualified the ATC 2021, he is now no more here. He has went to Hyderabad, okay, HTC, Hyderabad Training Center. He is there only. He reached there on Sunday evening. From Monday his training has started. Before moving to the next question, one concept was left. Okay, I forgot. Now I am telling you. Let me tell the concept only first. I am drawing this line. We will do this question later on. Frictional force. Frictional force. Two types of friction are there. Two types, static friction and kinetic friction. Kinetic friction comes into action whenever a body slides or a body is in motion. Whenever a body is in motion over any other body, that time the friction that is there in action is kinetic friction. So one is kinetic friction, and the other one is static friction. Static friction. Always static friction value is greater than kinetic friction. Static friction value is greater than kinetic friction. Formula says Fk, kinetic friction, is equal to mu k into n, and Fs is equal to mu s into n. What is its meaning? Kinetic friction is equal to mu k, coefficient of kinetic friction multiplied by the normal force on the object, normal force. So n here, n is normal force or force by the surface on the object, and Fs, mu s, what is mu s? Mu s is coefficient of static friction. Mu k is coefficient of kinetic friction. For kinetic friction, the coefficient is represented by mu k, mu s represents coefficient of static friction, and in both the formulas we are multiplying the coefficient with normal, okay, normal force. Fs is maximum static friction. Static friction changes, okay, it increases. That means Fs is less than or equal to mu Sn. Remember this, okay. This case is Fs is maximum static friction. In reality, Fs is less than or equal to. It gradually increases, and maximum value of static friction is this. This is the maximum value of static friction, maximum value of static friction, otherwise it is less than equal to this thing. Now we will move to this question, what this question is saying. The question here says, you can see here, given the coefficient of kinetic friction between trolley and the surface is 0.06, coefficient of kinetic friction. Neglecting the mass of the string, determine the acceleration of block and trolley system of given diagram along with the tension in the string. Consider G is equal to 10 meter per second square and choose the most appropriate value, that means the closest value. What are the things that has been given? Let me write first. Coefficient of kinetic friction, okay. So mu k has been given is equal to, how much it is given? 0.06, and nothing else has been given. G is equal to 10 we have to take, okay. See the diagram here. The surface is rough, that's why friction has been given here. Frictional force Fk, as this box is in motion, so the friction that is working here is Fk, kinetic friction, and coefficient of kinetic friction is 0.06. How to do this question? How to do this question? You must have learnt in your class when you were in class 11 a word that is free body diagram. Do you remember? I think when I will tell you, you will remember. Free body diagram. What happens in this free body diagram? We take each and every object, and free body diagram means we will apply all the forces acting on that object. All the forces acting on that object in all the directions, that is right side, left side, downwards, upwards. In all these directions, 4 directions, we will find what are the forces acting on the body if a body is placed here, okay. As soon as you get this question, first let us draw free body diagram. Free body diagram of capital W, capital W. This is free body diagram. Force acting above is normal. Force acting downward is 20 into G. 20 gram not, it is 20 into acceleration due to gravity. Right side T, left side Fk, frictional force. Now, as there is no vertical motion, we need not bother about it. We will bother about horizontal motion. Horizontally, what is happening? This box, capital W, is moving right side. It is moving right side. That means T is greater. So we will write T first. It is greater. Minus Fk is equal to, net force on this box is equal to its mass into its acceleration. Its mass is 20 kg. Let the acceleration be A. T minus Fk is how much? Mu k into n, which is equal to 20A. T minus mu k into n. How much you are getting for this? Mu k into n. In this case I am talking about, it is 0.06. I am writing here only 0.06 multiplied by normal. No vertical motion. Directly normal will be equal to mg, that is m into g is equal to 20A. Why? Because in this case normal is equal to 20 into 10, that is equal to 200 Newton. This is the normal force. Mu k into n, solve this. T minus, how much it will become? 6 2s are 12. T minus 12 is equal to 20A. This you have got. Let it be equation 1. T minus 12 is equal to 20A. Now we will draw free body diagram of the small box. I am erasing, only equation will be left here. Free body diagram of small w. Let us draw it. Free body diagram. Upward tension T, downwards 30 Newton. No force in the horizontal direction. So the equation will become, this equation is separate. Okay. the equation here will become, movement is downward, so 30 Newton is greater, 30 minus T is equal to 3A. 30 minus T is equal to 3A. From here, T is equal to how much? 30 minus 3A. This is second equation. From equation 1 and equation 2, we can get T is equal to, okay, from equation 1 and 2, T is equal to how much? 30 minus 3A, which is equal to 20A plus 12. 20A plus 12. We will solve this equation to get A and T. Now I am erasing this. Only equations will be left. From this, we can get transfer 20A. This will go to the right side and become 23A. 30 minus 12. So from here, (23A) is equal to 30 minus 12. How much? 30 minus 12. 18. It is 18. 23A is equal to 18, which implies A is equal to 18 divided by 23, which is equal to, I am using calculator, you will not use calculator. 18 divided by 23. 0.78. You will get 0.78 meter per second square. This is the acceleration. What is the tension T? Tension T. T is equal to how much? 30 minus 3, yeah? 30 minus 3 into 0.78. This is equal to 30 minus how much? Again, 3 into 0.78, 2.34. Okay. This is coming out to be 2.34. Yes, it is 2.34. Subtract this, 30 minus 2.34. How much will you get? 10 minus 4, 6. 9 minus 3, 6. 9 minus 2, 7. 27.66 you are getting as the tensional force. 27.66. 27.66 Newton. So your answer will be acceleration is 0.78 meter per second square. Tension in the string is 27.66 Newton. I am writing the final answer. You can see here. Acceleration 0.78. Okay, 0.78. Answer is 0.78 meter per second square. Tension T is equal to 27.66 Newton. You will tick the option in which this answer is given. That's all about this question. This question was also asked. I forgot to mention, in shift 1 ATC 2021. Next question is saying, an object of mass 5 kg is sliding with a constant velocity of 12 meter per second on a frictionless horizontal table. The force required to keep the object moving in the same velocity is what? Now, this question, if you know the concept, then it is nothing to do in this question, because mass is 5 kg, sliding with 12 meter per second on horizontal table. The keyword given here is frictionless horizontal table. If the table is frictionless, then we require no force, because friction only resists our motion, and here no resistance is there, so no force. So for this answer will be, let me write it here. For this answer will be 0 Newton. 0 Newton force, because surface is smooth, no friction. Okay, next question. Next question says static friction is a self-adjusting force up to its limit dash. Do not put dash without being sure that the maximum value of static friction is coming into play. Okay. So static friction up to limit, the question is asking. We know Fs is less than or equal to mu Sn, static friction. And do not put dash. What we will not put? We do not have to put Fs is equal to mu Sn. You will never put this. That is the answer of the question, without being sure that the friction, static friction is maximum. If maximum friction is being applied, then only this thing, otherwise less than. So that's why Fs is less than equal to mu Sn and Fs is equal to mu Sn when maximum force is applied. So the option that is saying this, which option is saying this? Let me see. C. C option will be your correct answer. I have explained this. Fs is less than equal to mu Sn and Fs is equal to mu Sn at the case of maximum force. And this question was asked in shift. Which shift? Shift 2. Yes, it is telling shift 2. Shift 2 ATC 2021. Next question is from shift 3. Let us move. Next question you can see here, it is saying two trains traveling in the same direction at 80 and 44 km per hour completely pass off another in 1 minute. If the length of the first train is 375 meter, what is the length of the second train? So we have to find the length of the second train. Speeds have been given 80 and 44 km per hour. Okay. So speeds are 80 km per hour and 44 km per hour. This is kmph. We know whenever this type of question comes, we have to apply relative concept. Relative velocity means we will assume that both trains are not moving, only one train is moving and the other is at rest. So let the train traveling with larger speed be train A. So train A is moving with 80 km per hour. Train B is moving with 44 km per hour. Relative velocity is equal to, that means we are finding the velocity of train, relative velocity of train A with respect to train B is equal to 80 minus 44. 80 minus 44 we will do. Why? I have told you in the previous video, relative velocity of train A with respect to train B. Again I am writing here, that is equal to velocity of train A minus train B. So 80 minus 44, this is equal to 36. 36 unit is kilometer per hour, you have to remember. This is relative velocity. With this velocity, with this relative velocity, train A, if we will assume train B to be at rest, assume train B with respect to train B. Train B is at rest. Train A traveling with 36 km per hour, it takes time. Time has been given 60 seconds, 1 minute to pass off one another. Now we know speed, we know time. Distance we can calculate, the distance that train A will travel. Mark my words, distance that train A will travel is what distance? It will cover its own distance, its own length plus the length of train B. So distance, I am erasing this relative velocity concept. I have taken relative velocity is 36 km per hour. 36 km per hour is equal to meter per second if you will convert 5 by 18, that is equal to 18 ones are 18 twos are 10 meter per second. This is the speed. Time is 60 seconds. S is equal to, we know S is equal to how much it will be? Distance, not S. Distance is equal to speed into time 60, that is equal to 600 meter. What is this 600 meter? 600 meter is the sum of length of both the trains. Okay, length of both trains, or sum of length of both trains is equal to 600 meter. You will get relative velocity concept you have to apply, and then you can find the answer. The length of one train has been given. If you will subtract that from 600, you will get the length of other train. Let me solve. So length of second train is equal to 600 minus 375, that is equal to 225 meter will be your answer. Question was asked, see, I am forgetting to mention which shift. This question was asked in shift 3. I am writing later on shift 3 ATC last year 2021. These were the questions which were related to the concept that I have taught till now. In the next video, I think I should do circular motion. Circular motion I will do. And wait for the next video. I will try to soon it as soon as possible. Please subscribe the channel and like the videos. Okay, thank you.